welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. So we're going to go ahead and get into our special feature today, which is titled Smart Cookies. You can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. But first, y'all, let me tell y'all what this film is about. A real estate agent is begrudgingly put in charge of a troop of Girl Scouts as part of a publicity stunt by her boss. Her resentment of the job fades as she gets to know the band of misfits in her care. Friends, I can say this film had me laughing. It just reminds you of what it's like to just be a part of, a group of like teammates, like a club or something like that. Well, I ain't never been in the Girl Scouts, but I've been in the drum club. So it did remind me of what it's like to just have that the female bonding thing. And, you meet these friends and don't necessarily expect to be friends. But over time, because y'all spend so much time with each other and y'all grow and learn. And this is what we get in this film. Girl power, y'all. I really like this. It had me just laughing. Shed a few happy tears, but they were good, happy, much needed tears. All right, because I was just all for this. I'm all for giving back and just friendship, and especially when it happens in a community of young girls. So this was so sweet. Here we meet our main character. Her name is Julie. Julie is on top of her game, y'all. Okay, she do not play. She is a realtor, and she is going for the sale every time. She is expecting to close it. She is expecting to win, and she is not accepting anything less. I mean, that all sounds good when you in a part of that world of competition and getting things done. A lot of people kind of respect that and that whole type of deal. But when she is asked by her boss, really not even necessarily asked, but it's expected if she wants to make partner, that she has to go ahead and volunteer and be a part of, the Girl Scouts leader. And she ain't never been a part of that kind of thing before. She is not good with kids. When she was a kid, she wasn't good with kids. So that was really, really funny just to see how she was just trying to work the Girl Scouts around her schedule instead of really giving herself to this group of young troopers. So it was so funny, and I really find that Julie needed them girls more than them girls really needed her. I mean, they both completed each other. They both needed each other, the whole group of girls, because they were misfits. They never really accomplished anything. They had a lot of insecurities, as is expected with little girls these age, like the tweens. I think they was like tweens, not necessarily teenagers yet. So they had a lot of work cut out for them, as well as she did too. So it was just so cool just to see them come together. And it turns out that Julie, her skills, what she developed in this adult world, just being on top of her game, it really did help her, within the whole Girl Scouts with selling and different things like that. So it was so much fun. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, but I really did enjoy this film. It was just so needed. I just feel like we need these type of films. Number one, I always say we need family films, but also just, that community of pulling together and just knowing that there's a gift inside of you that's not necessarily for you, that somebody else out there needs. And if you don't step into who you are, what God called you to be, somebody out there is lacking whatever it is that God is calling them to be, because you're not willing to share whatever it is inside of you. And so that is really what I took away from this film, that there is something special and unique about every individual, regardless of whether you see it or not. And don't be afraid to step into whatever God called you to be, because he's already made room for you. I mean, your gift's gonna make room for you, right? So this is all coming together in such a lovely, what I want to say, it all come together so lovely. It was so delightful. It was funny. It was realistic. The characters are definitely relatable. I feel like you're gonna find some part of you in this film, whether it was the old you, the you that you're trying to be, or the you in your present state. You're gonna find something here, and overall you're gonna laugh, you're gonna have a good time, especially if you have like young girls in your life, or young girls, young adults in your life. This would be such a good film for you to just really sit there and really kind of like tear apart and just get whatever it is that you need in this film. And I believe you're going to walk away with something that you're going to be like, wow, I didn't even realize, oh, I could do this a little better or whatever, you know. And homegirl Julie just came with it. I mean, I just loved her. I can see why the kids end up really loving her. Of course, at the beginning, you know, we're going to have to be like, okay, you know, I have to be a little patient here, okay? I'm going to have to work with her. But overall, you're just going to love Julie. I think she was like one of my favorites. But out of the kids, I really, really love Daisy because she was always a team player. She always saw she always saw that potential in every individual, and she saw it in Julie, so they had a connection in this film, Daisy and Julie. But overall, like I said, you're gonna have a good time with this film. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our scripture for today, which will be coming out of Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 through 10, and I believe it totally wraps this film up. All right, so y'all listen. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith. So that concludes this video. Until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.